cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what Bank said. I got the work on the avenue, they know what Tank said. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, man. We had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, man. We never ran. Down there, thought that I had a band. Oh, hey. 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man, I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Go hard, can't face, man. Chop hooks, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste like, you give it a waste.
Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Bro, we can start over.
Fall around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Up to you.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and
this
down
shit
at the 28-yard line.
I couldn't see your uniform when I did this shit. Hey, we can start over. I can't see what you got, bro. Like, I don't know if you can hear me. Like, that shit don't even show me my shit. I can't even see what I got. I think I got red.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The exhibition season is over. It's time to play for real as the 2018 NFL season is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
21.
Third and 2. Now Ryan. Going underneath. It's Coleman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skill.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from the 20. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
DBT. SVO. September's very own. My brother. My brother. Motherfucker.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
Please.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's the Boise State alum, J.J. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again. But coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page, what can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosiveness on offense. I mean, that's what they've got to get to. You mentioned 2016. They rolled up points like crazy. Absolutely obliterated people on the offensive side of the ball. They want to get back to that. Get Julio Jones, get him sprung free again. They drafted Calvin Ridley out of Alabama to help with that. Right? They can run the football, obviously, with Devontae Freeman. On the defensive side, The mantra is speed, speed, speed. And they want to get Vic Beasley back chasing the quarterback where he led the league in sacks 2 seasons ago.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Ryan. And some room to run now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards on the play. Ryan now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
There you go, 25. Look out!
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Get up! Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
5, 6, 7, 8. Baby, are you ready for a court? Because I need you to take your
on 3rd down, Ryan.
Are you ready?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Don't make me take out this way. All I want you to do is play your
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
I will see you in court. Hey! I will see you in court. Baby, then make your payments. I'm making it you.
There's a handoff to a Giant to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's a Giant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Braxton Miller from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. So out come the Falcons now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s. Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. He spins free. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turn the ball. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Michael Bannon. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Get up!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in. No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with a jag. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get him for a loss of about 3.
20.
On second down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught by Sanu. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense heading out. Last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been in neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so, because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, gets hurt before the season's over. His backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps getting better. Multiple runners who can run it and catch it. Flip it over to defense. Tremendous defensive front. They can just swarm and get after you. Great coordinator, very creative. The big thing for them, they'll have to take everyone's best shot week in and week out during the season.
They run with a giant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flush to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Here's a giant. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Go! Great.
Throwing now is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Ajayi. In a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Hey, 21, let's go.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Jones breaking from the count. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw is Wentz. Going long here for Wallace. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's caught. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Elliott now to kick this one away. fielded about a yard deep. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
More Tokyo!
They'll begin the drive with a jive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
To throw, it's Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Wentz now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. 11. Hey, express.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities,
and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wentz. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pick that shit, bro.
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz.
Come on, bro.
Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so you can keep cutting into that lead.
On 1st down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that SWAT
shit.
shit.
Offense to the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will get him one closer. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
39.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Third and long. It's Ryan. Escaping the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Bannon in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down.
God damn.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown.
What the fuck was he in? Fuck.
Braxton Miller with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Fucking blow
Elliott
coverage.
on for the extra point. Oh, it's no good on
Low
the
kick.
PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On third down, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as we're about ready. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Finding some room in midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitching catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. Shakes off the sand. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Ryan on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between...
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
There we go. Back.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan looking deep downfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 37 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 46 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Bennett in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of... It's caught at the 10! And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 45 yards.
On the ball. Hey, Ford told you.
Wentz to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. They shakes it off. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
And a kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-.
Feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper ain't on the ass on. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads. Money on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm this. I began 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, habit stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, rep protecting that. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, rep protecting that. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm this. I began 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't a damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I mean leave cover earth, skirt, lean.